In a dimly lit room, surrounded by curious scientists, there sat a jar containing one of the most mysterious objects of the 20th century, Albert Einstein's brain. But how did the brain of the genius behind the theory of relativity end up in a jar? And did it hold any secrets to his unparalleled intelligence? Albert Einstein, born in 1879, reshaped the way we understand the universe with his groundbreaking theories on relativity and quantum mechanics. But when he passed away in 1955, an unexpected chapter in the tale of his legacy began. Dr. Thomas Stoltz Harvey, the pathologist who conducted Einstein's autopsy, decided to keep the brain for study without the permission of Einstein's family. He believed that studying it might provide clues to the origins of Einstein's genius. Harvey took several photographs of the brain and then dissected it into 240 blocks. These samples were embedded in celloidin, a type of hard plastic, to preserve them for microscopic examination. Over the next few decades, he distributed many of these pieces to various researchers around the world, hoping to unlock the enigma of Einstein's cognitive prowess. One of the earliest studies on Einstein's brain tissue highlighted an increased number of glial cells, which support and insulate neurons. Some speculated that these cells could have played a role in the enhanced synaptic communication, possibly boosting Einstein's thinking speed. However, this observation was later contested and no consensus was reached. In the 1980s, another significant discovery was made. It was observed that Einstein's parietal lobe, a region of the brain associated with spatial cognition and mathematical thinking, was 15% wider than average. This anomaly might have contributed to his unique visualization skills, allowing him to conceive and articulate groundbreaking theories such as the iconic equation E=mc squared. Yet, with every study that proposed a potential reason for Einstein's genius, there were others that found no significant difference between his brain and those of other people. Some researchers even debated the ethics of such investigations, pointing out that intelligence and genius are multifaceted and can't be pinned down to a simple anatomical difference. In later years, the lack of consent for the removal and study of Einstein's brain became a subject of controversy. The brain's whereabouts also became a mystery. Pieces of it were scattered across various labs, some lost to time, while others remained in private collections. It wasn't until the 1990s that a large portion was returned to the National Museum of Health and Medicine in Maryland. The fascination with Einstein's brain had set a precedent, sparking curiosity around the neuroscience of genius. As technology advanced, neuroscientists had the tools to explore the cerebral signatures of high intelligence without needing a physical specimen. While Einstein's brain was held in glass slides and jars, the 21st century brought forth magnetic resonance imaging, MRI machines capable of peering into the living, thinking brain in real time. Scientists began to compare the brain scans of individuals with varying IQ levels. They noticed that those with higher IQs often exhibited increased connectivity, especially in regions like the prefrontal cortex. It appeared as though their brains were wired for more efficient communication. The neural efficiency hypothesis was born from these observations. Just as Einstein could visualize complex theories and concepts, it was suggested that people with high IQs might be using their brains in a more streamlined way. Instead of relying on sheer brain power, they seem to have neural highways optimized for rapid and efficient thought processing. Furthermore, modern imaging revealed that certain areas of the brain, laden with gray matter, seem to be more prominent in those with higher intelligence scores. Was this the type of structural difference that might have set Einstein apart? Or was it just one piece of the puzzle? However, while these findings stirred excitement in the scientific community, they also raised questions about the nature of intelligence itself. Was it purely a matter of biology, or was it the culmination of experiences, education, and environment? As researchers dug deeper, they recognized the incredible power of neuroplasticity. It was clear that the brain could change and adapt based on one's experiences. This realization emphasized the significance of nurturing minds through education and stimulation. In this ever-evolving narrative, one thing remained certain: the quest to understand the essence of human intelligence, whether in Einstein's preserved brain or through the lens of an MRI machine, was as complex and intriguing as the universe the great physicist sought to understand. The study of Einstein's brain and the continued exploration of the neuroscience behind intelligence ignited a profound debate in the scientific and educational communities. Can anyone, given the right circumstances and nurturing, become the next Einstein? Some argued that innate talent, a gift of genetics, set individuals like Einstein apart. They believed there were thresholds of capability, and only a select few could cross them. Others staunchly believed in the potential for greatness within every individual. They argued that with the right environment, education, and encouragement, any curious mind could achieve extraordinary heights. Dr. Eleanor Hughes, a neuroscientist and educator, set out to challenge these beliefs. She launched the Future Einsteins program. Her initiative focused on fostering creativity, critical thinking, and resilience in children from diverse backgrounds. The program was revolutionary. Instead of rote learning, students were encouraged to question, to dream, and to persistently chase after the answers. They were taught that failure was not an endpoint, but a stepping stone to success. Within a few years, some of these students were producing research, theories, and ideas that stunned seasoned academics. One such prodigy was Lila, a girl from a small town who had an insatiable appetite for understanding the mysteries of the universe. She approached problems from angles that no one else had considered. By the age of 20, Lila had developed a theory that expanded on Einstein's work, potentially bridging the gap between relativity and quantum mechanics. As the world watched Lila's ascent, the debate shifted. Perhaps the question wasn't whether anyone could become the next Einstein, but rather, how many potential Einsteins had been overlooked because they hadn't been given the right opportunities or environment. The legacy of Einstein's brain went beyond its unique anatomy. It served as a symbol of limitless potential, a reminder that genius can emerge from the most unexpected places. With the right nurturing and belief in human potential, perhaps there could be a world full of Einsteins, each leaving their indelible mark on the universe. Among the curiosities, there was a panel discussing the frequently asked question, what was Einstein's IQ? A sign on the panel read, while Albert Einstein never took a modern IQ test as we know them today, various estimates based on extrapolations of his achievements suggest he would have had an IQ somewhere between 160 and 180. But what does that actually mean? In terms of abilities or skills? An IQ of 180 would suggest an individual possesses exceptional problem-solving abilities, pattern recognition, abstract reasoning, and can understand complex concepts with ease. They might grasp new information rapidly, often needing only a fraction of the time others might take. So, essentially, Einstein's hypothetical IQ of 180 indicates not just brilliance, but a mind that operated on a plane few of us can truly fathom. It's like possessing a superpower of the intellect. But let's not forget our earlier discussion. IQ is just one facet of genius. Einstein's personal experiences, his character, his insatiable curiosity, these played as crucial a role in his achievements as his raw cognitive abilities. But what does that actually mean in terms of abilities? Well, imagine you're reading a complicated book, and for most of us, it would take days, maybe weeks, to understand its essence. Someone with an IQ of 180 could grasp it in a fraction of that time. Their brain can spot patterns faster, dive into deeper abstract reasoning, and solve problems that might stump the rest of us. But just because someone can process information faster or spot patterns more readily doesn't necessarily mean they'd be the next Einstein. Genius is a blend of many things: creativity, persistence, curiosity, and of course, experience.